welcome to this Knitty Life. My name is Rachel. I am coming to you from, I'm somewhere on a holiday, I can't remember what it's called. North Yorkshire, not West, North Yorkshire. I'm here on holiday with my husband, my two children, Martha and Theo, and my two puppy dogs. Other animals are left at home. If you want to find me on the internet, you can find me as this_Knitty_Life, and I am Reward on Ravelry. I think this is episode, what's the bit doing? 83 or 84 or something like that. So what I thought I would do in this little episode is just show you what I've brought with me. So we are going to be away for 3 nights, 4 days. I just thought I'd show you the ridiculous amounts I brought with me. So we've just got here, well, this afternoon. There was no internet, but now it's fixed, so children are a bit more quieter. Me and Theo did a bit of colouring. Cozy and Campbell got this in the works. We've just been doing this one. These ones are super cute. I use these ones, should you need to know. The pastel or pastel, can't get them now. They came out at Easter and then they got reduced, and then I've never been able to get them again, but I love them. So we did a bit of colouring while we had no internet. The dogs are just wandering around the garden. Unfortunately, there's a little dead bird out there. So I'm just trying to make sure they're not investigating, shall we say. Right, so in my Belizia yarn bag, I have brought my nephew's jumper. So I've worked on this in the car and I've been getting the rib on it. So I can't think what this is. I think it's a king cole. It's got flex in it. I've got the whole blooming giant ball. So yeah, I've been working on this in the car, so that's nearly done, and then sort my sleeves out. We had a day out with them the other day on Sunday. It was at Stockeld Park. It was insanely hot, horrible, absolutely horrid. Now we are well, not in the northeast, are we? North Yorkshire. It's freezing, which is why I've got my hoodie on. It's significantly cold. I'd say it's probably about 13 degrees today. So yeah. So something I did want to show you as well. I bought this new pattern, which is a Crochet one. This is called Lusk Tea, and it's in DK. So when my friend Carly was visiting, she brought me some of her leftovers. So I'll show you what I've got here. There are some extra colours now I've looked. So these are beehive yarns. They're super dreamy. She did a test knit for Beth. I think she did the stripes jumper. So I've got all of these. So I'm planning on holding them double, just because 4-ply is slow. Well, I think I'm going to hold them double and do this one. I did, sorry, that's my phone, my watch buzzing. I did bring a bit of black and purpley teal mohair in case I wanted to do that, and a bit of the pink because I thought that went well, just in case I wanted to hold that double and do a bit of stripes. So I brought that with me, and a couple of, I ended up having, these are wound round pegs, which is ridiculous. These are the Knitting Goddess. I've got a bluey colour. It's hard to have eyes in the back of your head when it's not your house. So these are actually slightly different blues. So I don't actually have any blues in the ones I've brought. So I'm not quite sure why I brought those. Oh, there is a slight purpley colour. I've had those for a while, and I brought this one, which is Poor Unfortunate Souls from Die Candy, because I didn't know whether to add that in, but I don't think I will, in hindsight. I've brought lots of cables and lots of everything. I haven't brought the right size needles though. So the purpose of our visit, holiday, is where we are located. Something's near the River Swale anyway. Where we are located is in between where my sister lives. She lives in Richmond, and where my parents' caravan is over Beedale Way. So we are kind of in the middle of them ish. So I think my parents are going to come round, which is so weird. I don't think I've ever seen my parents this time of night. I grabbed this bag because I got to the stage where I was just kind of, sorry, I'm just watching where Wilma is. Have you got Wilma, Rob? Okay, she's in there. Just grabbing everything. So this super cute bag, I got this at one of the very first Yorkshire Yarn Fests. It's from Otter and Spell. All right, Will. So in here, oh look, oh Theo, you don't need to make a guest appearance and everyone. Oh look, I've just found some super cute stitch markers, a little plant, sparkly plant, another sparkly plant,
Sparkly.
a bluey goldy jumper. I got these at Yarndale, maybe last year. I split them with Gwen. So I think I think these are from can't remember her name. I'll put it on if I can't remember. Anyway, but look, that's got a neon nip in it. Look at the sparkles. So I'm not actually quite sure. They've just been sitting in this little bag. So I'm quite tempted to do some sort of litmusy kind of thing, potentially, like that kind of cowl or a volcano cowl. You gonna put your socks on and we'll get ready to go to the pub?
Yeah.
Unless Daddy's going to pick them up, please. Thank you. I'm very into this colour at the minute. The black is lovely. Yeah, so I might do either something neck related. What do you think? Any ideas?
What?
This is like a tealy colour. I'm just trying to figure out what to make with these.
You should make a galaxy star.
A galaxy star. What does that look like? Knit a star?
Yeah.
I've just had a message of Jessie's mummy.
Right.
I can't read it because I'm on my phone. So there we go. So I've got these. So I would like to maybe cast. I just thought of something easy would be great to cast on. Right, can you just beep out now, please, Theo? Because I've had enough. Thank you. Right, something else I've also brought. I've brought many things. Is this from Fab Funky Fibres. It's got the pink pop and it's self-striping. Don't eat too many because we're going to the pub. Fine. Dolly mixtures. This is Fab Funky Fibres. I was thinking of doing a sock head hat. So the sock head hat traditionally has a really massive rib. But I don't do that because of course I don't. I've looked at my previous ones, which I've done about 5, and I think some I've cast on 120 and some I've done 128 and then knit, but that's a nice easy one to have on the go. So I've also brought that. Probably not the right needles though, just like literally grabbed a random selection. I messaged my mum to see if she had any, but I think she's set off already. And then in this gorgeous bag, grab this one at the last minute too. Are you seeing a theme? You'd think I was staying till Christmas. I brought the hexagon cardigan, which has not been touched for ages, and consequently the bag is full of crochet. So this is all in Spectrum, so it's full of DK Spectrum. Some gorgeousy ones. I had this jumper on the other day. I have got my new shipment this month, which I didn't bring, I've left it at home. So I'm kind of trying to make them even. That is my plan. But yeah, I would like to kind of get back into that. What? Can you go to sleep? We're gonna go out. Go and ask him when we're going out. Wants to ring his friend. Right, anyway, so I brought this. I would like to get some progress on that. That's just knit on a crocheted hooked on 4mm. Carly, who was here last week, has also started a crochet triangle blanket with some of her DK weight yarn, so I've inspired her to do that. So now I'm inspired to crochet some more. So I've got my trusty hook, which someone messaged me the other day saying that whoever made this is now back. I put flea bugs, but that's not wrong. Not right. I think it's the Flea Bubs. I can't quite remember, but it's that's my favourite crochet hook. Wilma is sleeping under this cabinet, lying under the cabinet. We found that at home when the chairs are lifted up, she likes to lie underneath them, which obviously I worry terribly about crushing her. But yes, so another thing I have brought. So this needs grafting. So this is my litmus cowl. I did actually end up adding on this green, another grey, a green and another grey. So I need to sit and graft this and then it's done. But I blocked it. So it's looking beautiful. This is Die Candy Advent from 2024. I think it was a 10 gram, there's a fly coming. I think it was a 10 gram Advent, but I've probably still got double again left. So I've definitely not used 5 grams. I've kind of just used, I didn't even count them, some are wider than the others. But I love that, that's just needs grafting and then it's done. I did bring a bit of grey, which is a Castle View, to do that. What else have I brought? I know I'm ridiculous. We know these things about ourselves, don't we? Oh yes, right, this one. So this is the James Mix yarn neckerchiefy one. So I've done a decent amount of this. This is in his yarn. I think it's called Tamagotchi. It's just come off the needle, so that's just super. I think it's called Tamagotchi. Somehow I'm recording this and there's music playing in my ear and I'm not quite sure how. As in it's not coming through. But yeah, this is super cute, like a little cast on, cast off to make these little doofers over here. So it's getting bigger. So maybe about halfway done. That's a DK weight little neckerchief, so I brought that too. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got flew from my mouth. Oh, this one I cast on the other day. I know there's a flies in the Wilma. So like I said the other day, we went to Stockwell Park with all of Rob's family, and I knew we'd be walking around and I wanted something to do. So I cast on a sock. So all my socks were at an inconvenient stage. So I've used this one, which is Haunted House by Spectrum Fibre. My friend Naomi kindly gifted me this leftovers. So I've cast that on and I've got this far. I don't think it's quite pooling, it's doing something funky. But I wanted to do a German short raw heel, but I can't remember how to do it. I might do a hot pink heel. It's in my little grey girl bag, which is super handy to have on your wrist. So I need to kind of have a sit and remind myself how to do that. I did watch a bit of a Ysolda video the other day on it, but I think I have got the Mina Phillips. It's called New Depths or something, which is German short raw. So I need to sit and do that and just not have these children interrupt me all the time. But yeah, that's a sock. So I do need to, I've got it in a doofer because it's high sharps and they're very sharp. Wilma! There's like a stagnant pond thing and we're just gonna drink out of it. Sorry, that was probably loud. Don't do that, baby. Well, no, we're thinking of going to the pub, but we're not taking you guys, even though it's dog friendly. We have your crates out of the car yet, please? What else? This is the last one. Probably not. So, as I mentioned on the last episode, I managed to get the body cast off on my hoodie shawl cardigan. So the body is now all cast off. That was a lot of stitches. And I picked up the sleeve. And we are off on a sleeve mission now. Oh, I've got Rayla Montaigne in my ear now. I love Rayla Montaigne. Rayla Montaigne was our first dance song. You Are the Best Thing was our first dance by Rayla Montaigne. And we walked back down the aisle We walked down the aisle to Nick Drake, Northern Sky. Then we walked back up the aisle to There Must Be an Angel by Eurythmics. And then Ray Montagne was our first dance. What was yours? Did you have one? Interested to find out. So yeah, oh look, I've been looking for this. Me and Martha went shopping the other day. Theo was at a gymnastics club, so we went to White Rose, which we never go to. Well, we actually went a couple of weeks ago. Actually, we've been 3 times in the holidays, but we never go normally. Anyway, Carly had this when she visited. It's Needoh, Needoh, and it's a brilliant squishy. It's really like, it's really firm. There's loads of different ones. Couldn't find it, and it was in my knitting bag. I got a Theo blue one. Carly had this one, so I copied. Martha got a colour changing one that was really squashy, but I like this. It's really like, it'd be really good for like, well, my father-in-law picked it up and he's like 70 something. He's like, oh, this would be really good for like mobility and stuff. Huzzah. So I think that's it. I do seem to have a random yellow in here too. But I feel like there might be one more somewhere. I did get a wool warehouse parcel delivered today, which I've not opened. The yarn that I was using for Martha's crochet, bunting, the Yarn Smiths something Haze is on offer for 4 balls for £6. It was, I want to say £3.30 each, so that's a big saving. So yeah, I finished her bunting the other day. It needs stringing up, so I think I'm just going to do, there's lots of wildlife going on today. I think I'm just going to do a chain and then thread it through, because that seems to be the easiest way. We've now got, what day is it? Tuesday. 2 weeks left of school holidays. Actually, I'll be at work on the Tuesday. I go back on the 1st, so less than 2 weeks left. Martha will go into high school 2 weeks tomorrow. Lots of change. So yeah, that's a ridiculous amount. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm so ridiculous. But yeah, let's have a little check-in to see kind of how far I have got at the other end. So I don't know whether I'm going to post this now or at the end of our stay, just to kind of assess. Or is it fun to do, this is what I brought, and then do one on Friday, and this is what I finished? I'll have a little think. But yeah, we're going to go and head to the pub soon. Actually, I think they're going to go and get some safe food for the children, because they're very particular. And obviously they're all a bit discombobulated because we're in a new place. Obviously, this is a neurodivergent thing. Do kids do this? It's 6:30. It's been a tricky 4 hours. It's been tricky 4 hours. I found a dead bird, a dead frog, and a dead mouse. Like all of my travels. So that's not been amazing. And my pop isn't cold. But I get to see my mum and dad tonight, and maybe my sister tomorrow, and maybe my other sister tomorrow too. So that will be exciting. So I'm just going to try and make a little plan in my brain as to what I'm going to do next. I'm not sure. I think finish the body of the baby jumper, because that's kind of nearly there. Just needs a few more rounds and then a cast off, and that'd be nice. Even though it'll put me on Sleeve Island, and most things are on Sleeve Island now. I called it Steve Island the other day, so I might just going forward, call it Steve Island, because that's funny. I have brought my things to do my nails. I really want to do my nails. I just say that because I found one that's clearly come out my bag, because they come off in whole pieces. So yeah, that's what's occurring. I still can't remember where I am. I'm near the River Swale. Where are we, Rob? Brunton Swale? Brompton? Borough? I'm not quite sure, but we're in an Airbnb. It's very nice. It's got a really nice island in the kitchen, which I like. So yeah, I'm going to tidy all this up because I've made a giant mess. But thank you very much for watching. Did you get a final number as to how much I brought there? write the number down below. Can't quite remember how many it was. But yeah, thanks very much for stopping by, and I will catch you when I catch you. Thank you, bye.